A jury found Mason Sisk guilty on all counts today in the capital murder case that rocked Limestone County.
Yeah, Mason Sisk was just 14 years old when he was arrested for shooting his parents, his 6-year-old brother, 4-year-old sister, and 6-month-old baby brother while they slept in September of 2019.
Now, Sisk showed a little emotion as the verdict was read this afternoon. News 19's Emily Mosner was in the courtroom today. She joins us now live from Athens with the latest. Emily.
Well, the jury deliberated for about 2 hours this afternoon. They handed in their verdict shortly before 4 o'clock, finding Mason Sisk guilty on all 4 counts of capital murder for killing 5 of his family members. Now, this trial was difficult for everyone in the courtroom due to the graphic nature of the case. You know, jury members were shown some images that were quite graphic in nature. We saw autopsy photos as well as images from the night of the crime. Now, both the prosecution and the judge told those jury members that those images will likely stick in their minds potentially for the rest of their lives. Now, today, both the prosecution and the defense gave their closing arguments. The emotions running through the case were on display during those arguments, with lawyers on both sides sometimes reaching full volume and arguing that Mason Sisk was wrongfully accused and innocent, or that he was a liar who killed 5 people in their beds. Now, prosecutors once again showed autopsy photos and reminded the jury members of the ages of each victim. The youngest victim was just 6 months old and received 2 gunshots to the head. Now, Sisk's attorneys maintained his innocence throughout the case. During their closing argument, they encouraged the jury to think about the possibility of other people being involved in the night of the crime and said that law enforcement failed to fully investigate the case. Now, Sisk was convicted of 4 counts of capital murder. Under Alabama law, that generally means a sentence of life in prison without parole or the death penalty. But because Mason Sisk was 14 years old at the time of the offense, he is not eligible for the death penalty. Under Alabama law and based on a U.S. Supreme Court ruling, he can't automatically be sentenced to life without parole. A judge will decide his sentence at a hearing on July 25th. Now, this trial came 4 years after the shooting. We spoke to both the prosecution and the defense about what it means to finally have a resolution.
You know, any life that's lost is horrific, but Mason Sisk killed 3 children, and we wanted to communicate that, and we think we did in the fact that the jury came back guilty on all counts.
And information that we believed to be relevant was never really allowed to be discussed and considered, and we had prepared for that. We just feel like it's inevitably going to have to be tried again.
Now, we also spoke briefly off camera to family members of Mary Sisk. Now, they told us that they felt a sense of relief and that justice had been done. Now, of course, Sisk was found guilty on those counts of capital murder, and he will be sentenced on July 25th. For now, live in Athens, Emily Mosner, News 19.